Hey sir, how you doing today?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Welcome to Big Al's Car Audio. I'm Big Al.
Nice to meet you, Big Al.
What's your name?
My name is Mel.
Mel, well, welcome to our store. What brings you in to see us today?
Well, I have that 13 GMC Yukon out there.
I see that.
And I just want to fix it up a little bit.
Yeah, we get a lot of those vehicles in. I see that you've done a few modifications to it. It's lowered a little bit.
Yep.
Looks like it's got bigger wheels on it.
Yep.
How about inside? Do you have any aftermarket upgrades to the inside done yet?
Nothing yet. I was
Okay.
thinking of changing the speakers, and
Okay.
actually the reason I came in is because the navigation update is due.
Ah, yes, you have the factory nav.
Yes, I do.
Those trucks are notorious for having horrible factory nav. It's probably the worst nav experience you've ever had, right?
Yeah, it is. It's really bad.
Yeah, they are well known for that. Well, we certainly have a solution for that. How about all my customers that drive those trucks have kids? I'm going to guess you probably do too.
I do. I have 3 kids.
There you go. So rear seat entertainment definitely probably in the equation,
that would be awesome.
right?
That would be
Okay,
just
great.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, we have several products specifically for your truck that I want to show you, starting with this one right here. This is
Okay.
a brand new 9-inch solution.
Oh, that looks like my car.
Yeah, this is exactly your dash.
Wow.
So this is Alpine's brand new 9-inch restyle dash system.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, isn't that neat? That's the biggest avian you can buy. That's a full 9-inch system.
That looks just like my dash.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this is your dash. This is the system that's designed for your truck. So that's kind of the beauty of the restyle direction for Alpine, is what they're doing is not just putting a radio in your dash. They're actually building the entire bezel, so the entire thing is stylized and fitted to your vehicle. You can see that it's got a nice finish. It's got a piano black finish, really premium looking, and also the backlit hard keys are built into the bezel, so that gives you access to your most commonly used functions. A good example of that is your navigation. You press the navigation button, that takes you straight to your nav screen. Press the audio button, that takes you straight back to your audio screen. So it really makes it easy to access the things you use a lot.
Looks pretty easy to use.
Now you mentioned that you have kids, right?
I do. I have 3 kids.
Okay, so you're probably going to want to be playing video in the car in the back seat, right?
Yeah, that would be great.
Well, this particular system gives you a couple ways to input video. You can play a traditional DVD, which some of my customers do, but to be honest with you, it's not as common as it used to be.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you probably have a smartphone, right?
I do. I have an iPhone.
Okay, there you go. Well, what we're doing in this system is we've got an HDMI input.
Very cool.
And I have my iPhone plugged into the lightning adapter. Okay, so I'm actually pulling a video straight off my
Wow.
phone. So that's playing from my phone right now.
So I can play my kids' basketball games right on the screen. here.
Absolutely.
Very
Yep. So if
cool.
you're driving back from the game, you want to review with them and show them what they did right and wrong.
Yep.
This is a perfect way to do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Now for you when you're driving, there's a lot of other things that are built into this that I think you're really going to like. First of all is the vehicle integration. So not only does it physically integrate very well with the vehicle, but it electrically does as well. So as you can see, I can do things like check my tire pressures, which you can't do in your factory 2014 or 2013 Yukon, right?
Yukon,
It won't allow you to see those. So this allows you to see exactly what the tire pressures are, see your battery voltage, check engine light. Let's say you leave your gas cap off at a gas station, happens all the time. You can reset that without having to take it back at the dealership. You can even pull up things like your gauges. You can make a custom set of gauges to see any kind of thing you want. If you ever tow a trailer, you can look at your transmission temperature, for example.
Very cool.
Right?
Very cool.
Now, your particular truck most likely has parking sensors built in. Does it beep when you back up?
Yep, it does.
Okay, so you can see those parking sensors on here. So as you're backing up, it's going to give you a visual identification to know how far away an item is as you're backing up to it.
Wow, so it connects to my factory sensors.
It does. The other thing that you mentioned is you have a navigation-equipped truck.
I do.
Okay, so it probably already has a backup camera built in, right?
Yes, it does.
The beauty of this system, it includes an adapter in the kit to use your OEM backup camera. So we don't have to add a backup camera to it. So what it'll do, it'll pull up your camera just like this. So whenever the vehicle's in reverse, or if you want to select the camera manually, you can do that straight from the
That picture looks
screen.
so much better than my trucks.
Yeah, this is a much higher resolution screen than what's in your truck. Now, one of my favorite features of this particular system is what we call the favorites. These types of systems have lots of different features built in, and what you'll find is you'll use things over and over, kind of most common, and that's really what the favorites button is designed to do. So when I tap that star button, it's going to bring that up. Now I have this set up for me. I'm Big Al. I can also have a profile set up for my wife, Alberta.
Oh, my wife would love that.
Yeah, so each person, when you get in the car, your phone pairs to the system and automatically brings up your profile. And now you have access to the things that you use the most often, whether that be a navigation destination or a type of music. Lionel Richie, one of my personal favorites, right? You can get right to it. Even my HDMI, my technology is built right into the system, right? So I can pull up the things that I use the most, and I can even pull up my camera directly through here as well. So you want to check this thing out? We happen to have one in stock.
Let's check it out.
All right, let's do that.
All right.
Okay, Melvin, here you go. This is the exact system for your GM truck.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
Isn't that
Pretty nice.
And everything's included in the box. All the features that we talked about, the electrical integration, the bezel, it's all in here.
No kit necessary, no
Nope,
wiring harness
everything you
or
need is in
anything?
here. Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Now we also do the backup camera installation as part of this price too. So we do kind of one package with the backup camera and the in-dash unit. Okay. And we also talked about the rear seat entertainment system for the kids.
Right.
That's this unit here. This is the Alpine RSE3 DVD.
Kids would love that.
Great unit. These two tie together so you can play your video content from the front or from the back.
Nice, nice. So yeah. I can watch the video on the phone on the rear seat entertainment
Yeah,
system.
absolutely. So this whole package together, installed in your vehicle, you're looking at about $4,000 installed, and we can also do that for you today.
Okay. You have a spot available today?
We sure do.
Okay. How long does it take to install?
We can do this entire system in about 3 hours.
Okay.
Want to get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, great.
Awesome.
Thanks for your business, Melvin, and we'll have your vehicle done shortly.
Thanks, Big Al.
Awesome. All right, Melvin, we've got your system all installed. What do you think?
That is awesome.
Doesn't that look great in there?
Yeah, that's great.
About 500 times better than your factory navigation
system. Yeah, way
system.
better. It looks so much cleaner.
Looks better, functions better. So what I want to do now is take you through some of the kind of the basic setup process. So do you have your phone with you?
Yes, I do.
All right, we'll grab it. I want to pair it to the system.
Okay.
Once we paired it, it'll automatically pair every time you turn on the key. So go ahead and find your settings.
Okay.
And in your settings menu, you'll see Bluetooth settings. Right. So turn that on, and you should see a device called Alpine Navi.
All right, there it is.
And once you do that, you should have an icon called Pair.
All right.
So click on that, and then we'll hit OK on our end. And now our system's going to be paired up, and you can tell it says your phone's connected. And you can also see your Bluetooth streaming, your hands-free, your battery level, and your signal level icons all up on the screen. So now you know you're ready to go.
I never had that on my OEM system.
Yeah, it's so much easier. And every time you get in the truck, start it up, it'll pair up, and you don't even have to really access your phone.
Pretty cool.
So now that that's done, we can set up some of the other features, like the favorites. So we'll click on this star button. You'll probably end up using this quite a bit. So I always like to set this up. So we'll put your name in here. Hit OK. And then we're going to link your Bluetooth phone to this profile. That way, every time you get in the vehicle and your phone's paired, it'll automatically pull up your profile. So you can see that now we're registered. We get kind of 3 basic icons, and you can edit these or add more. So you just hit the plus button down here, and we can add whatever we want. So I'll see, let's go down to Sirius XM, preset. We'll just pick channel 2, for example. So now you can see Sirius XM channel 2 pops up. Now you probably don't want to call it XM channel 2 because you don't really know what that is. So you can actually go in and edit it. So we'll say maybe that is pop. So we'll click pop, hit OK, and now that's named pop. So once I hit OK, all I have to do is just click on that icon, and it's going to take me directly to that channel.
Oh, that's just so simple.
Yeah, it makes it very easy. Now my audio is always going to go back to my audio screen, and if I press it again, it's just going to cycle through the audio sources that I have available. Okay, so now we're on FM, for example. Obviously, volume up and volume down, that's pretty straightforward. Your mute button down here. You've also got your open and close button. Okay, so that's going to actually allow you to open the unit. Okay, and if you have a disc in there, it'll eject it, which it does.
Very cool.
So we'll pop that back in there, and then that'll close the unit. And then we can go into your vehicle info. So your vehicle info, once I click that, there's all my tire pressures. You can see my right rear tire is a little bit low.
So that's my actual tire pressure right now.
That's your actual pressure right now.
Nice.
There's your actual battery voltage right now. Okay. I can go into my gauges, and the gauges are going to show you, we've got coolant temperature, trans, exhaust gas, range. That's your fuel range to empty. And you can set these to be any type of setting you want. The parking sensor, every time you throw this thing in reverse, you're going to have your parking sensors show up on that screen. So as you back up, it's going to give you an icon. It's going to show you the distance to the object behind you.
Very cool.
Okay. Now my nav button, pretty straightforward. Obviously it's a big one. You're going to use that one a lot. You can go into your navigation. You touch accept, Now you've got your navigation on the screen, and I can also even split the screen, so I can have navigation on one side and audio on another. Isn't that nice?
Awesome.
Yeah, so it makes it really slick. In the nav menu itself, you know, it's pretty straightforward. You can go in the go-to, type in find address, for example. You can type in your address information, or you can go by find places, and you can just type in whatever either type of place you want to go to, or you can type in an actual name. Wow. Okay, the phone button. So you click the phone button, that's going to bring up your phone information. So I can set 4 favorites of the people that I call the most. Again, we can also do that on the favorites menu, and I can even go into my phone book here.
Okay.
And I can go into my dial pad and just dial directly. So again, I don't really need to have the phone out when I'm using the system. As we mentioned, we installed the camera in the system. Every time you put the vehicle in reverse, that'll pop up, or we can just click that camera button, and there's your camera. Pops right up on there. So if you do happen to tow something, you can see what's going on back there when you're driving.
Such a much bigger screen.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's great.
That's awesome.
And of course, all your steering wheel controls are integrated in as well, so they work.
Everything still works.
Yeah, it works just like your factory. We've also added your rear seat entertainment system as requested, and we even picked a color that matches your headliner, so it all blends in very well. So
That's
I think
really nice.
I think you're really going to be happy with the system.
Oh yeah, the kids will be happy too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives you a primer on the basics. You have any questions?
Not right now. I'm excited to check out all the features.
All right, we'll get you on the road. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. And
awesome.
Thanks for shopping at Big Al's.
Thanks, Big Al.
All right. Hi guys, I'm Steve Brown, aka Big Al, and thanks for watching our X009 GM sales instructional video today. Now, the process you've just seen is one that's been proven by many of our most successful 9-inch restyle dealers all across the United States. And it basically breaks down into 4 categories: greet, ask, show, and close. And if you follow these 4 steps, it'll greatly increase your 9-inch sale rate. So let's talk about each one individually. First one's easy. It's the greet. You've got to stand up, walk outside around the counter, and greet your customer when they walk in the store. Shake their hand, offer a welcome to the store, and also make sure that they feel comfortable in your store. This kind of sets up a rapport that'll lead into the next steps. Second step, the ask phase, probably the most important, because this begins the qualification. Now, there's a couple things you need to know about the ask. First of all, you need to know what the customer drives. If you can't see it out of your window, walk out in the parking lot and take a look at that customer's vehicle with them. Also, ask some questions about what they do with that vehicle. Now, in the case of Melvin, we know that he's driving a full-size SUV. We assume the fact, correctly, that he had kids. And we start to think about some of those things that he could use to entertain his kids inside the system after it's finished. So these are the things that we're going to take into the show phase to be able to show him some of those features that'll fit his lifestyle. So the show phase itself. Now, the first thing you need to understand, be confident about your 9-inch demonstration. So practice. You need to be able to demonstrate the most commonly used features of the system. But listen to what the customer says during the ask phase and key in on those features that they really need and use the most. And those are the ones that they're going to be most interested in. Finally, you've got to ask for the sale, and that's where the close phase comes in. Okay? Put the product in front of the customer. That's one of the easiest ways to be able to get that sale over the edge. So you need to have it in stock. Show what you do. Show your expertise. Show the fact that you've done a lot of those systems and you can do them all day long, no problem, and the customer will feel completely confident about your installation abilities. Offer same-day installation. These are very easy systems to install, and in many cases, that can be a very easy thing to accomplish. And don't forget the upsell. Now, in the case of Melvin, we talked about the rear seat entertainment system in the show phase, so bring that up in the sell phase as well in that close, because you want to be able to offer that customer a little bit more than they may have come in asking for. Hopefully these tips will help you sell 9-inch systems, so get out there and happy selling.